time passes by, strong bonds are created here at Primetime Cuts in Medford. Owner Cyrus, known by his clients as Primetime, is a well-liked barber. Not only because of his talent, but also his commitment to invest in his clients. He knows the value of hard work and credits the barbershop in helping him shape up who he is today.
Kids are able to learn from adults, and fathers bringing in their sons. That's awesome. It's the foundation of the community. It comes from the barbershop. They're able to just learn everything. You know what I mean? I've been in the barbershop since 7 years old, and I am who I am because of the barbershop.
He hopes to pass this knowledge down to the next generation.
I got my son in here. He's 7 years old. Actually, it's his birthday today. He's 8 now, and he's in here sweeping and learning a lot of stuff from the grown men in here,
Clients take notice of Primetime's loyalty, and as a result, give it right back.
That's all I'm looking for in the front of the shop. Besides me, he's growing with it too. So besides well known around here. So
This barbershop is the talk of the town, and if you haven't been here yet, come on by and see what all the buzz is about. Reporting in Medford, Emmanuel Vincent, CCTV.
Welcome to a world inhabited by suspiciously two-dimensional people. They all have strangely specific preferences about humor and have an inexplicably hard time getting to know each other. This is the story of a man with the wit and insight to bring them together. Join him as he changes preferences and builds friendships on a journey through space and time. He's short, he's hilarious, he's three-dimensional, he is the Jester.
About get pizza, but love, immigrants are welcome here, no hate, no fear. What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! When do we want it? Now!
All souls are journeying on the same trail, same things to learn, same things to teach. All of the lessons are written in braille. Feel to the touch, touch what you reach. Oh, life was born when the ocean was free. One way to flow, no hints of land. All of us one day were washed from the sea, broken apart, pieces of sand. But back to the water, back to the flow, back to the water, let yourself go. a different thing. Voices of truth, not in our view. Each has a different message to bring. Open your eyes, sing along too. Some tell you of what the future may hold. One day we knew the language they speak. Some tell you stories of past days of old, when we were once fragile and meek. But back to the water, back to the flow, back to the water, let yourself go. One day the eyes will no longer need proof. One day we'll break free from the web. One day we all will uncover the truth. We make the waves flow in the air. One day we'll try to change things that we can't. One day we'll wish wiser we'd been. One day we'll harvest the seeds that we plant. Some will be full, some starving. And back to the water, back to the flow, back to the water, let yourself go. Some eyes are looking above at the sky. Some look ahead, things that go past. Some eyes are forever looking below, down to the sand. That's where mine goes. For everyone one day returns to the sea, back to the place they were before. Everyone one day will wash to the shore, over again, till we're no more. And back to the water, back to the flow, back to the water, let yourself back to the water, back to the flow, sway with the ocean,
ومن قدر عليه رزقه فلينفق مما آتاه الله لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا ما آتاها سيجعل الله بعد عسر يسرا وكأين من قرية عتت عن أمر ربها ورسله فحاسبناها حسابا شديدا وعذبناها عذابا نكرا فذاقت وبال أمرها وكان عاقبة أمرها خسرا أعد الله لهم عذابا شديدا فاتقوا الله يا أولي الألباب الذين آمنوا قد أنزل الله إليكم ذكرا رسولا يتلو عليكم آيات الله مبينات ليخرج الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات من الظلمات إلى النور ومن يؤمن بالله ويعمل صالحا يدخله جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها ناجيتم الرسول فقدموا بين يدي نجواكم صدقة ذلك خير لكم وأطهر فإن لم تجدوا فإن الله غفور رحيم أأشفقتم أن تقدموا بين يدي نجواكم صدقات فإذ لم تفعلوا وتاب الله عليكم فأقيموا الصلاة وآتوا الزكاة وأطيعوا الله ورسوله والله خبير بما تعملون ألم تر إلى الذين تولوا قوما غضب الله عليهم ما هم منكم ولا منهم ويحلفون على الكذب وهم يعلمون أعد الله لهم عذابا شديدا إنهم ساء ما كانوا يعملون اتخذوا أيمانهم جنة فصدوا عن سبيل الله فلهم عذاب مهين لن تغني عنهم أموالهم
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. The English translation of that is, in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, all praise and thanks be to Allah, the Lord of the Alamin, and all that exists, the most gracious, the most merciful, the only owner of the day of recompense. That's the day of resurrection. You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help for each and everything. Guide us in a straight way, the way of those on whom you have blessed, bestowed your grace, and not the way of those who have earned your wrath. And with that, I welcome you to another episode of the History of Community Life Diversity amongst Americans in New England. I'm Hasson, Rashid, your host, and I'll be here with you for about a good 20 more minutes. With that, I welcome you with the ancient universal cordial greetings in the Arabic language of peace, security, safety, goodwill, etc., etc. And that is As-salamu alaikum be unto you. Okay, so I guess you're wondering what that opening video was. Well, that was the holy city of Mecca. That was taken into holy city of Mecca, and that was the Kaaba Allah. That's in Arabic is called the Qibla, and that's where every Muslim on earth turns in prayer 5 times a day towards the Kaaba at Mecca. Okay, the Qibla, which is Mecca, and all those folks you saw circling the Kaaba, those were Muslim pilgrimages, and this is the time of the year when the folks go off once a year to make the holy pilgrimage, and that's known as the Hajj in the Arabic language. And today is I think it's the 9th or the 8th of Dhul Hijjah, and which is the I think the 12th month in Islam, according to the Islamic calendar. And September 1st is when they foresee Eid Aha, which is the last day of Hajj, and it's a day of celebration and merrymaking. Okay, before we get to that, back to that video, I'd like to send out my condolences to all our folks that were caught up in the natural disaster catastrophe down in Texas with that tropical storm Hurricane Harvey. I think that's it, Hurricane Harvey. And my deepest and sincerest condolence and sympathies go out to all the folks directly and indirectly affected by that Hurricane Harvey. So if time permits, we're going to tell you how you can participate in helping those folks out down there in Texas. They need your help real bad too, real bad. Okay, but first I can say, first thing, you know, the Red Cross is always in the picture when there's some type of natural catastrophe. So you could probably, if you'd like to help, you can probably inquire at the Massachusetts chapter of the Red Cross. So we'll have some more detailed information on that. But first, I'd like to read you a little letter from the U.S. Council of Muslim Organizations, and they urge the community to aid and support victims in the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey. The U.S. Council of Muslim Organizations, a coalition of leading national, local Muslim American organizations, offers sympathies to the people of Texas and all those affected by the destruction of Hurricane Harvey. The U.S. Council of Muslim Organizations urges religious community members to offer their support and assistance any way to those affected, whether it be donations, volunteer efforts, or opening community centers to host those fleeing the devastation. So they recommend the relief organizations who are actively engaging the relief efforts to those in need and encourage the community members to donate and help their efforts. Some of these organizations doing outstanding work includes United Muslim Relief, Zakat Foundation, ICNA Relief, Baitul Islamic Relief, Imani, Pure Hands, Life for Relief and Development, and others, many others. Okay, so the U.S. Council of Muslim Americans organizations pray for the safety of those in Hurricane Harvey path and the speedy recovery for the communities that have witnessed the loss and destruction. So I advise you to include those people in your doors and your prayers too at the next prayer time slot. Okay, so don't forget now to include those people in your dues to Allah. Okay, your salutations to Allah, so that so they can have hopefully a speedy recovery from that tropical storm that they've just experienced. They say it's on the equivalent to Hurricane Katrina and Hurricane Rita. Okay, once again, I'm Hasson Rashid, and this is the History Community Life Diversity Muslim Americans in New England, and it's always a great accomplishment and achievement to come into your lives like we do here daily at CCTV. I want to remind you now, September 14th is the big day here at CCTV. Well, that's in the back lot of CCTV. That's the CCTV back lot barbecue. So once again, it's September 14th. I think you still have time to get some tickets for that event. Okay, so if you're interested in tickets so that you can attend CCTV's annual Backlot Barbecue, you can contact Clota at 617-401-4005, or you can email Clota at cctvcambridge.org. That's Clota, CLODAGH at cctvcambridge.org. That's the big event happening here. It's one of the biggest events for the year at CCTV, and it's its annual Backlot Barbecue, and it's I guess it's just a little bit shortly after Labor Day, and so and also since it's Labor Day is coming up this week, if you're driving anywhere, I advise you to drive safely so that you can get there and you can get back. And if you're driving up to Canada, don't forget now, you got to have a passport to get into Canada. So don't forget your passport when you cross the river, across the border. If you're touring, taking your vacation in Canada this year, okay? Okay, okay, I like to, okay, here we go. I got a little weather warning here for you. I thought this was important, so I want to squeeze this in. The Massachusetts Labor Day weekend forecast. Harvey moving northeast. That's right. They said that Hurricane Harvey is moving in our direction. So this is a little note to remind you and prepare you so that you can prepare for this. It's not going to be nearly as powerful as it was in Texas, but it's coming. Okay, Harvey, the relentless storm that dumped a record of 50 plus inches of rain on areas of southeast Texas in a deadly display of nature, is finally beginning to move away from the area. It will make its way northeast, okay, eventually getting to New England in a far weekend state, but dampening Labor Day weekend's plans for many, okay? So Harvey on Wednesday forced evacuations as it made landfall again in Louisiana. Harvey will begin to accelerate northeast across the interior U.S. late this week, according to AccuWeather Hurricane Dan Kalowski. Okay, Saturday is expected to be low 70s and partly cloudy, while Monday and Tuesday looks picturesque with the sunny forecast in the 80s, but there's still some variables. Okay, so as Harvey makes its way northeast and blends in with the non-tropical storm, it may spread out about 1 to 2 inches of rain expected Saturday with higher amounts. So that's Rhode Island and Massachusetts could still have to deal with what has become tropical storms Irma as it churns up the coast this weekend. So Saturday, I think that's the day that you can expect to hear something from Hurricane Harvey as it makes its way through New England. Okay, I had a lot planned for today, but unfortunately we weren't able to get into it. I was going to explain to you something about Eid al-Adha. That's the last day of Ramadan, which this year it's forecasted to appear on September 1st. Okay, I was going to explain, share something with you on that, the rituals behind what this Eid al-Adha means, and the Hajj itself, and all the steps that the pilgrims make at Hajj. There's 5 of them, but time won't permit us to get into that this time. But next time we're going to share that with you. I promise you, before Christmas, New Year, you'll have some of that information from me. So I'm going to just go back to this video, and this is a live stream. This is actually what's happening at the holy city of Mecca right now at this moment. And you see all the pilgrims, Muslim pilgrims from all over the world, and they're there and paying tribute to Islam. Allah, it's the holiest shrine, holiest spot on earth. That's the holy city of Mecca, and that black object that you see the people circling around, that's called the Holy Kaaba. Okay, so until next time, I'd like to remind you that the superior wisdom can never be subjected by inferior wisdom. So until next time, I leave you with the universal, cordial, peace, security, safety, goodwill, etc., etc., in the Arabic language, and that is As-salamu alaykum.
الله وليخزي الفاسقين وما أفاء الله على رسوله منهم فما أوجفتم عليه من خيل ولا ركاب ولكن الله يسلط رسله على من يشاء والله على كل شيء قدير. ما أفاء الله على رسوله من أهل القرى فلله وللرسول ولذي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وابن السبيل كي لا يكون دولة بين الأغنياء منكم وما آتاكم الرسول فخذوه وما نهاكم عنه فانتهوا واتقوا الله إن الله شديد العقاب. للفقراء المهاجرين الذين أخرجوا من ديارهم وأموالهم يبتغون فضلا من الله ورضوانا وينصرون الله ورسوله أولئك هم الصادقون. والذين تبوأوا الدار والإيمان من قبلهم يحبون من هاجر إليهم ولا يجدون في صدورهم حاجة خلاصة ومن يوق شح نفسه فأولئك هم المفلحون والذين جاءوا من بعدهم يقولون ربنا اغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم ألم تر إلى الذين نافقوا يقولون لإخوانهم الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب لئن أخرجتم لنخرجن معكم ولا نطيع فيكم أحدا أبدا وإن قتلتم لننصرنكم والله يشهد إنهم لكاذبون لئن أخرجوا لا يخرجون معهم ولئن قتلوا لا ينصرونهم ولئن نصروهم ليولن الأدبار ثم لا ينصرون لأنتم أشد رهبة في صدورهم من الله ذلك بأنهم قوم لا يفقهون لا يقاتلونكم جميعا إلا في قرى محصنة أو من